Hi there, everybody. My name is River Delcom. We made it to 15 episodes of Speaking with Autism. That is amazing. 8 months and still counting. So, it's last week I celebrated my 23rd birthday, which I made a short by, but it's okay. And so, I'm enjoying it so far. However, 22 was fun and all. It had some ups and some downs, but most importantly, I've learned a lot of things in life that everybody should know, and I'm still learned. And that is about your pride, how to put down your pride for everyone else. What is pride? Pride is like it's like a conscious of your own dignity, or in other words, that it's where you stand and what you are defined of, whether you have one thing or another. And so, what does it mean to swallow your own pride? It means you need to stop doing what you're doing and be open-minded to everybody else. We all have our favorites and dislikes. But there are things that you have to make sure that whenever you have to swallow your pride, you have to make sure that you are there with others. Like me, for an example, when I found out when my parents told me I was autistic, I was angry. I was upset. I didn't like anybody who had that and I regret even doing that. I regret throwing away the people that should have been my friends, and I know some of you have done that too. Some you all have regretted the people that should have been your friends. You pushed them away. I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm saying this as metaphorically. This happened to some of y'all. Any of the viewers, returning viewers, new viewers, all that stuff. And I'm not saying like in a hurtful way. I'm just saying this like in a reality way where this has happened before. So in order to swallow your pride, you have to stop doing what you've been thinking to yourself all the time. So, like example, I am better than everybody else. I'm smarter. I can make hundreds in my classes. I don't have to study. I don't need a tutor to do great on my homework or my tests. But then that same person would not do that. He didn't do in his classes or his homework or his tests. So what did he have to do? He has to swallow his pride. Stop being so arrogant of yourself and make sure to do what you have to do to be better. And one song from Crown the Empire, the song is titled Machines. One of the lyrics is, where will you run? Will you stand for your future and swallow your pride? What that lyric means is that are you gonna move forward and be a person, be a man or be a woman, lead up to yourself? Or are you just going to sit there and let your pride get in the way of what you're doing to yourself? And what does this have to do with people with autism like me? Well, I've done terrible things, like a lot of stuff, but this is private because of my life, so I won't tell that in the near future, but you get what I'm trying to say. Even some of my family and friends probably know what I'm talking about. But there are some things where I should have been with anybody who was my friends, but instead I didn't do it. I pushed them away. They should have been my friends, and I totally regret it. And it's more than that. It also I have all these book collections, all this here, and all the posters right here and over there. All that stuff. I can buy a lot of these, but you have to make sure that. But all of that costs money, and I have to swallow that, and have to save because money doesn't grow on trees. You all heard that phrase. It means you're not an ATM where you just go like there. We all have jobs. Some of us may try to get that, but you can go to like a workforce, set up a payment plan, or all that stuff. You gotta find a way, a new passion to make sure that you are interested in. Just like what I've been going through. I'm in school. I haven't worked yet, but I did work in the summer since 2018 and 19. But then when COVID-19 coronavirus came, it messed it all up for all of us. Not just me, for everybody. We just want to forget that 2020 even happened. So I apologize for mentioning that year, because we all agreed that we don't talk about that. But what I am saying is that you there are things that you just gotta let go of your ego. And what does ego mean? It means like your reputation, your pride, so that you're just so full of yourself that you think you're better than anybody. Mr. Know-it-all, that the student is smarter and better than the teacher. A lot of people are like that. Some people are egotistic and full of themselves. They think they're the top dogs in the world. But what happens then is that talk is cheap. I've learned that the hard way. You gotta prove that you are what you say you are. But put down your ego, put down your pride, put down your selfless attitude. Because how rude do you have to be the best in the world? That's not what you guys are. Talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. Do it or don't. You have a decision to make. Use it or lose it. There are so many things that are challenging in the real world. And you gotta make sure that you have to set up a goal. Do what you want. Do what you can. There's dreams happening out there. There are career opportunities waiting for you. There's always going to be the next door open for your life. You may not know it, but it's going to come one way or another. Nobody's going to handily give it to you. You have to earn it. You got to do what you can. And if you have this pride where like you think that everything is not good, is not going to go well, you're right. Bad things happen, and there's nothing that you can do about it. The whole world, then you think the whole wide world is against you, but you're wrong. You have people around you who love you so much. And there was this one post that really made me sad that I had to bring this up. And it was when on a Futurama episode, I haven't seen that show, but I've seen clips of it, where one of them has a paper that says, "You should have accomplished stuff at your age." Yes, I know. Yes, we should, but we still have so much to learn. And that's one of the reasons why this happened, is because our ego, our pride, the reputation, all that stuff. It's not right to think that you are better than everybody else. You don't need to be a jerk in order to be that. You can be nice, be respectful, be around with everybody that you care about. And a lot of people, and a lot of big names, like celebrities, football athletes, singers, all that, they all have dealt with that. Just like Robert Pattinson, he had to swallow down his pride in order to be the Batman after the Twilight movies, because he didn't like them. Tom Brady had to swallow his own pride after what happened after he won so many Super Bowl championships, but he's still going on. But then recently he apparently and sadly got a divorce with his wife, 13 years together, and then it happened. So Prayers for both of them that they do better. And it's always okay to say, hey, I have a hard time dealing with my pride or my ego, and I need to put an end to this. This is why we're having this conversation. Not a lot of people talk about this. You know what's the number one fear that everybody has? Is public speaking. People are scared to speak public in front of 10,000 people or more. And it's nerve-wracking because you don't know what you're going to say. You're going to mess up. But just remember, why are you doing this? What are you doing? Who you are. Who is you? Thank you for coming for today's video. Please comment, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share it with your friends, and I'll make a post about if y'all want to come to my videos. Comment down or follow me on my social media platforms. And happy Halloween, because Monday is going to be Halloween. So be safe out trick-or-treating and don't do anything stupid, please. My name is River Delcom, and I speak autism. Thank you, and goodbye.